Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the Kryptocraft Monster Server. I'm your host, Nighthawk, and where we left off last episode, we had just finished the mob spawner, and we tried putting an Iron Golem spawner, or Iron Golem Safari net in the spawner, and unfortunately, we're not able to get that to work. It seems that the Iron Golems are blacklisted from the auto spawner, and I even actually took them out of the blacklist and I still couldn't get it to work. But alas, I have other means of solving our iron difficulties. But you can see the spawner's working quite well. I actually have 5 spawners in there right now. I've got 4 zombie spawners and 1 creeper. So that's working amazing. You can see the tank of mob essence is filling up nicely. Have that just about full now, or better part of full. And in order to solve our iron problems, I came down here a ways. You might have caught a glimpse, but yeah, I've solved it. Yeah, this is really only part of it, part of the solution ultimately. But what are these? Those look different than what they did before. Like they're all picked out or something. Those were giving me cotton, but they seem to be something else now. When last we looked at this, using the Mine Factory Reloaded planter and harvester was not working with the magic crops. It's with the latest update, those are fixed. So I now have a planter with an emerald range upgrade, gives a radius 11 boost. So this is a 25 by 25 field. They get torches cut out, and it's not quite filled in on the other side yet. But that's okay, because I don't actually have that many essence seeds to fill it out. I have put some wheat in here, not keeping the wheat, the regular seeds stocked. I have a sludge boiler here to take care of the sludge that gets generated by the harvester. And this just turns it into random items for us over time. Takes care of that nasty sludge. So, yeah, this is working amazing. Getting lots and lots of essences from it. So that's solved our iron problem. Well, sort of. I also harvested a good chunk of iron when I was clearing out that farm area. But one of the projects that we're going to work on today, we're going to finish up today, see part of it in my inventory here, used several stacks of iron. You can see I got some reactor casing. I've got a tank of ender here. We're just going to move the... well, I'll put that bucket away. So, yeah, let's go downstairs. This is the room where the farm used to be. And if we turn around, you can see it no longer houses a farm. Instead, it holds an almost completed reactor. Now, I've got some stuff hooked up here to keep fuel in it. Over here, I have this RedNet controller is configured to... it's basically configured to turn it off as the internal battery in this reactor fills up. And let's go up to the top of it, because this is where we need to be to finish it up. So up here, I've got the power tap that connects into the rest of the power system. This is on the charge side of the power system. I do plan on using tesseracts in the future, but I don't have those available quite yet. Let's go ahead and stick a torch here just in case. And I don't have the top of this closed up yet. So these big reactors are really cool. They're also very complicated to get started. But once you get them going, and especially the way that I've got this set up, this should be pretty hands-off once we get going here. Now, the spots that I'm putting this glass are where the liquid ender is not going to go. Basically what we have, just kind of do a summary here. We have a reactor casing. These reactor casing blocks go all the way around. The frame of it has to be these blocks. And the smallest reactor you can build is a 3x3x3 cube, the same size as the coke ovens. However, as you get larger reactors, you can add additional fuel rods, and these control rods sit on top of the fuel rods. You can see the fuel rods going down to the bottom of the casing. And so you can add more fuel rods, and more fuel rods will interact with each other and produce more power than they would just individually. However, by producing more power, they also produce more heat, and that's what the diamond blocks and the liquid ender are for. The combination of those is used to cool the reactor to keep it keeps it from getting too hot. So what we're going to do, and my understanding here is that it doesn't have to actually be source blocks of the liquid ender throughout the entire structure. It just has to be flowing in that area, which makes our life a whole lot easier. So we're going to take liquid ender, we're going to stick it in each of these spots that we have open currently, and then we're going to close them up, because if we accidentally step in the liquid ender in the world, then it will teleport us randomly, and there's lava in the general area, so that could be a bad thing. So let's get this all filled in. Now I think as soon as I put the last glass block in place up here, I think this reactor is going to turn on, because I've got all of the other pieces already in place. So to that end, I'm going to make sure that's flowed down. Let's stick this in here. Let's pick up our tank. So we have a complete -1 block reactor here. Let's put that in. You can see the tank, or the whole reactor just changed shape. You can see the fuel rods just filled up. So let's go down and see how much power this reactor is producing for us. And I'm hoping for really nice big numbers. So we go over to controller here. Oh, it's currently offline. So it did convert, but it didn't actually come online because we have to click activate. There we go. So right now it's producing 2400 RF per tick. So not too bad. You can see the energy buffer is actually filling up already. And what this will do, the Redneck controller is going to do, is once it gets up to 70% full on the internal battery, it's going to start pushing the control rods in and slowing the power production down. So that's, yeah, look at that go. And this, I'm hoping to see stabilize right about 950 Celsius. Somewhere in that general neighborhood. I don't want to see it go over 1,000. Right about 950 is where it's most optimal power output. So that's what we want to see. And you can see that's filling up quite quickly. I'm planning on building several of these ultimately, but this is going to be, this right here, this 2400 RF per tick is basically 3 of the hydro plants, all in one structure. Probably used about the same amount of iron, but such is life. Okay, so you can see it's stabilized about 930 Celsius. Climbing up a little bit more, but it's slowed down tremendously. I don't have a debugging tool to check this, but we should be outputting 0 still right now. 950. like to see it stop there. So I'm not going to say that the power problems are solved by any means, but we should be in much better shape here. We've got plenty of fuel in the system right now. This design is based on some discussion forums I saw that were talking about kind of the optimal shapes. I was playing around with it in creative and was playing with some reactors that were even bigger than this, just for the fun of it. And there's still some, let's see, I think if I look at ingots, there we go, cyanite ingots. This is the waste product from the reactor. And we'll make a cyanite reprocessor. Let's see, there it is. So we're going to make one of these. We need a fuel rod. So we'll make one of those. What else did this need? It needed 2 pistons. So let's make 2 pistons. There we go. And then we're going to take this. I kind of want to put it somewhere that's close to this wiring. I guess I could actually just stick it stick it right here. Now the only problem with this particular location is I've also got to get water into it. And I don't have an aqueous accumulator in this particular location. But I guess if I close that, let's jump out. We'll put a... let's see. This might not be a good spot for it. There we go. Because I need to... I guess I could pull out from underneath of it and put in from the side. And then just get... Let's go ahead and go make an aqueous accumulator. Because I don't have the water line from over here is not going to be in a handy place. So let's see, machine frame. Make one of these. I need to make one of these. And I think I have 10 gears in here. I do. There we go, let's make a couple of those. There we go. Now then, let's get some water. To get some water, we can just come right around here. One other thing I should show you guys. I don't have the bedrock breakers going right now, mostly because I didn't have conduit when I moved them last, but look at all the space that these guys have cleared out. It's amazing. I love those bedrock breakers. And I think they're going to have some additional significance for some of the other power, because there's some other machines that I want to play with that are extraordinarily power hungry that we haven't even touched yet. Let's see, we also need to grab an input bus. Oh, import bus. And an export bus. Basic version of both of those should be good. Like so. Guess I can put that tank back. And I'll get some cable. Oh. Isn't that lovely? Now, will that connect? I think it did. Which is amazing. Let's get a piece of wire here. Let's stick our other bus on. Oh, that block's gone now. I have no idea where that block bounced to. Okay, so our export bus, we need that cyanite. Give us one of these. And basically what we are doing here is setting this up so that we can reprocess our waste material into the second kind of fuel that our reactor can use, because we can use both the uranium uranium bars. Oh, look, there's that block. We can use the uranium bars, which is going into this particular fueling station here, which we don't have a whole lot made right now. And we can also use another type of material. I do have facades called plutonium ingots to fuel this. And that's what we're going to use on this side. Do I not have flue duct? I don't have the flue duct here. Okay, so I need to go out from the bottom, in from that side. I think that'll work. Let's grab some fluid ducts. And hook that up. That does not seem to have connected the water. It's supposed to take water in that in one side. Okay, let's try placing it this way. I've only played around with the reprocessors a little bit in creative. Okay, so from the right, there we go. There's the water. That's the top. From the back, we put that in. And to the bottom, we go out. Okay, that should be right. Now, I think this has stopped running. Yeah, our internal buffer is full. So the reactor has actually turned itself off. So our controller system works great. And that means that it's not going to use any fuel while we're maxed out. Now, this also has kind of a side effect that if the hydrokinetics can keep up, then they will supply all the power that is needed. And we can turn this power up. We can turn this up to the max. See how hot that gets. Up to 1300. And look how fast these go. It's crazy fast. 1400. So that will help speed these up. And this should cause us to actually use enough power to start draining the internal buffer here. I think. Assuming that I have that connected to the right place, then we should see that actually start using using up the power. This cell is full. This cell is not full. I must not be connected to the right place. Which means that I'm going to use up the power that... Let's turn that back down until I make sure that we're supplying power to the right place. Because that should be charging this battery as well. And this battery is drained. Although... we might have to... I bet we have to upgrade the energy cell, otherwise we are... Well, we shouldn't be using that much power right now, though. I'm going to have to think about this some, because... this is not powering what it should power right now. Let's go walk the power line and make sure that it is connected. Let's grab some more conduit just in case I need it. Okay, conduit. Let's also grab the rest from here. I also processed a ton of redstone, so we should have over 2,000 redstone, which is nice. We're running a little bit low on that before, largely due to all of the all of these types of projects I've been working on. Okay, so all of this is good. We are connected to the power tap. The power tap was showing green, so that part should be good. Let's dig up here. Oh, I see the problem. I missed a cable when I was plugging this in. And while we're here, let's put some lights in this area. This is kind of just a back office or back area. Not really intended for regular traffic, but it's helpful to have that access available. Okay, let's see what this is doing now. Okay, now we're draining out power, and it looks like we're draining it at about 1600 RF per tick, and that's where it's kind of stabilized the reactor at. So that's working beautifully. Let's see if we've gotten... have not gotten any more cyanide in here. Let's look at our fuel. We do need to get more uranium ingots made. Let's go ahead and check this battery. Ah, there we go. Much better. Much better. Let's turn up this power so these go quicker. And we now have sustainable power from our nuclear reactor. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Yeah, it's kind of a troubleshoot the new stuff. You can see we actually drained that reactor's internal buffer down. So that's working amazing. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!